Welcome to Tuck House at Night. Welcome to Tuck House at Night. Welcome to Tuck House at Night. Tuck House at Night. That's right, guys. Today we are
sniffing
Pablo. That's on YouTube.
Because today we are doing a full-blown, late-stage, uncurable duck check.
Is Anderson Cooper a racist?
Yeah.
Well, we can't say, but he is concerned that there are an awful lot of gullible Mexicans out there. Watch Anderson Cooper.
What?
The number of Hispanic eligible voters has increased by nearly 5 million since 2018. But Spanish-speaking communities are also being flooded with disinformation and conspiracy theories, much of it through social media.
Right.
You're sitting in a home where I used to break bread with Republicans who have now been radicalized.
For some Latinos here in South Florida, election lies have ruptured friendships and split families.
Now, maybe we're giving him too much credit, but we didn't realize that Anderson Cooper hated Hispanics. We thought he loved them. Yet there he was in the tape we just played you, those damn Mexicans and their conspiracy theories.
Calm down.
Which, if you think about it, is itself a kind of conspiracy theory.
Around here, our finest newsman is a guy named Tuck Carlton. We like to check in on him because he's our finest newsman of America, and he's really been on his bullshit lately about the election. He's been doing what we call in media studies, which I consider this show a part of, droning on and on about Christ knows what.
Look, in Martha McSally narrowly lost her race for the Senate.
Huh?
So here you have lengthy delays in vote counting followed by good news for Democrats.
Oh, wow, okay.
It's happened all over the country.
And who do you think is responsible for all this, Tuck?
Those damn Mexicans and their conspiracy theories.
Oh, okay.
And above all, in case you were wondering, voting machines around this country recorded the legitimate results with flawless precision.
Oh.
The machines counted each vote cast for each candidate and awarded those votes accordingly.
You all right?
Can you see the software that would prove that happened? Well, no, you can't.
So I went back and watched the past week of Tuck Carlton episodes because he is America's most popular cable news guy. And he's been leaning really hard into like they're trying to steal the election from you. You, whoever you are, viewer, whatever you want, they're trying to steal that from you.
We're going to start working to reform our elections so that all voters can feel confident that we have honest elections.
Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, are you struck by how the news media keep telling us this is totally normal? It's always been this way. It's like muggings on the subway. It's always been that way. This has not always been this way, has it?
Calm down, Tuck.
No, I mean, when I started voting in 1988, you voted, you showed up on election day, you were given a ballot, they hand counted them.
So this lady's name is Kari Lake. Oh boy, man, he's got her on he's got her also droning. You know, doing this every other minute on his show. And she's trying to be governor in Arizona. And she's running on a platform to stop
those damn Mexicans and their conspiracy theories.
But you saw that clip earlier where Tuck Carlton, he's like, this is what they do. You know, this is what they do so that great candidates like this MAGA lunatic lady, this is what they do, man. They push it back. It takes forever to count the votes. So it buys them some time, man. And then a Democrat wins. That's what they do. The funny thing is there's a good chance that this lady's going to win, but they're already spreading sort of this don't trust the election conspiracy theory thing. I guess the people who run voting in Arizona are like, they're trying to get the Democrats to win.
They're obviously not embarrassed by how long this is taking. They should be ashamed. Tonight, the supervisor of Maricopa County's Board of Supervisors calls it all completely normal.
We've already had over 1.1 million votes counted and recorded here in Maricopa County in the 2022 general election.
Wow,
we have about 400 to 410,000 more to be counted.
Oh, great.
So, why is it taking the amount of time it's taking? A lot of people are talking about this. Well, first of all,
it's very standard. This is how things work in Arizona.
Where's the groveling? Where's the I'm sorry? I can't believe I screwed up your democracy, which we all pretend to care so much about. We can't even count the votes on time, despite the fact our county has a $4.5 billion annual budget.
Okay, so this is pretty funny. So this is the case that Tucker Carlson's building. He's like, they're trying to delay this thing. They take forever with this thing so that, you know, Democrats can win. Then it gives them more time to fix the election so that Democrats could win. and he plays a clip of that guy talking. That guy's like the head of elections in Arizona. His name, by the way, is Bill Gates. Bill Gates. So I guess what Tucker's saying here to his audience that he respects is this guy Bill Gates. This guy Bill Gates, he's fixing it for the Democrats. He's trying to steal the election from you, my viewer. I just looked into this guy Bill Gates. Bill has been a lifelong Republican. He founded the Teenage Republican Club. Oh, sounds like a really cool guy. It says here in his biography, he's really worried about
those damn Mexicans and their conspiracy theories.
He also served as a Republican legislative district chair and the blah, blah, blah. The guy's a Republican.
Make several changes, I believe, to Arizona law so that this never happens again and that people can have confidence in the outcome of the elections here. We still have a third of the ballots that haven't been counted.
Wow.
And compare and contrast that with Florida, where they had results very quickly.
Oh, right,
and that's
Florida.
as a result.
So as we told you at the outset, Florida is a lot bigger than Arizona, but they were somehow able to count their ballots in a day.
Whoa.
The results were crystal clear. It was an overwhelming victory for the Republican Party, for Ron DeSantis in particular.
Okay, so Tuck says this over and over again. This is pretty interesting. He says this over and over again. He's like, Florida, they got those Republicans right in there. What happened? It was the same day, the Republicans. And he's been telling the story about, it takes longer in this place because they're trying to get the Democrats in there. That's the story he's telling his confused elderly viewers. So he keeps bringing up Florida. He's like, Florida did it. Florida got those Republicans in there, and they all won. So they're the good guys. They're clearly the good guys. Look at these bad guys here. They're doing nefarious dude. This is from a local Arizona news site called AZ Central. Some people were also comparing the process to a seemingly speedier count in Florida. At a news conference on Thursday, Bill Gates, founder of computers, he said one key difference is that Florida does not allow voters to drop off ballots on election day. A lot of those people who are doing that, who are like, they got like a mail-in ballot and they're going to drop it off by hand on election day, are people who Tucker Carlson and everybody has scared into thinking that they're doing trickery with the votes, and there's a mule, and the mule eats your ballot or something. So he's been scaring these people with this, so they're like, okay, I'm going to hold on to I'm going to deliver it in person because I know they're trying to steal the election. That's what's slowing it down. Like, they're literally like telling these people, hey, this is going to get stolen, so they do something for it to not get stolen. They're like, why is it taking forever? In other words, long story short, Tucker Carlson is just foaming up the elderly. He's just telling little fibberoonies to get to...
And when I win, and trust me, we will win this.
Calm down.
This is going to be top of my agenda.
Okay.
Day one, I'm going to take my hand off the Bible. We're issuing a declaration of invasion at the border, and I'm getting my lawmakers...
Who are you going to try to keep out? Nope. We're going to let that one go. Thank you.
I'm getting the legislators to a special session to change our elections so that they are fair, honest, and transparent, and we get rid of those machines that are not reliable.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson's been having this woman on his show like every other minute for the past week. I think he wants her to be his girlfriend or something. So Tucker keeps having his crush on over and over again, and she's very boring. Despite being a MAGA right-wing lunatic, she's incredibly boring. The only thing that's kind of interesting about this lady, who nobody cares about,
and oh wow, you're the governor of Arizona. Wow, that's great.
The only thing that's kind of interesting though about her is she got that early '90s Home Shopping Network QVC vibe that I like.
The Silk Fuji Crusher hat. We have it in the brown.
Like she would be selling these on at like midnight on TV.
French blue, a
oh my God.
21468.
Oh, those are terrible.
And if you love the hat pin, check
the
it out.
The wind burned her a little bit in the pool.
Sniffing. Those damn Mexicans and their conspiracy theories that abuse children, that mutilate their genitals in the name of trans ideology are finally, blessedly being shut down. Vanderbilt, for example, closed its youth gender clinic after the Daily Wire exposed them. So litigation stops mutilation.
Whoa.
And these kinds of closures are about to become more common. Our friend
Okay, here we go. On to this now. I think Tucker Carlson has a thing in his contract where he has to do like a transgender segment every episode. But Tuck's pretty excited because he says the Daily Wire, where I do get actually my news and I get a little motivation from a guy. He sounds like this. Where is he? He's back there doing God knows what, talking about Christ knows what. But Tucker Carlson's really excited that the Daily Wire, I guess, had a big victory where they got this, what is it? It's a transgender care center in Nashville shut down, they say. It's a pretty huge victory for these guys. Here's a letter from the spokesperson of this transgender health clinic in Nashville. The transgender health clinic, which was established in 2018, has provided surgical services for an average of 5 minors per year. In all those cases, the patients were at least 16, had parental consent, and none had received genital procedures, unquote, the executive said. Wow, that seems like a great victory for the Daily Wire. They say they're shutting down for some kind of procedural stuff, but who knows? So shocking. I'm a little bit shocked by this because Tucker Carlson is our finest newsman, but I do get the impression that this show is to scare the elderly. The show is to scare the elderly and entertain sort of like ironic people living in Brooklyn, I guess.
Representing a young woman called Chloe Cole, a biological woman who was told she could become a man surgically.
Wow.
Now, Harmeet and Cole are suing the doctors who did this to her.
Amazing.
Harmeet Dillon is the chairwoman of the Republican National Lawyers Association, and she's joined by Chloe Cole. Thank you both so much for coming on.
Huh.
Chloe, first to you.
Wait a second. That lady, that's the lawyer? Oh, wait, hold on a second. That's the lawyer for this lady? She looks familiar. Hey, that lady looks familiar, Tucker.
So with that in mind, since they've already said what they plan to do, how are Republicans planning to respond to this?
Good question.
Harmeet Dillon is the chairwoman of the Republican National Lawyers Association. Okay. She joins us tonight. I can't imagine a more...
Oh, she does that too. Oh, so I dabble in, anti-transgender stuff, and then, hey, a little bit of elections theft stuff. I do all over the place, man. Man, Tucker Carlson keeps having all these girls on just because he got a crush on them, I think.
Come on, man.
So Washington State, the city of Seattle, got to be some of the prettiest places on the planet.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
But they've been destroyed. Tent cities, open-air drug markets.
Oh,
Tiffany
God.
Smiley is hoping to change that. She's running against Patty Murray for Senate in the state of Washington. She's up against Patty Murray. She appears in the polls to be up. Patty Murray has served 5 terms.
Amazing.
Tiffany Smiley could change that tomorrow. She joins us tonight.
Wow,
Tiffany Smiley,
wow.
thanks so much for coming on. I mean, this is one of those, we haven't been paying a ton of attention, but if you had said 3 months ago a Republican could win in Washington State, statewide, that would have seemed impossible. Why do you think this is happening?
Yeah, this lady lost her ass in this race.
I think she thinks we're stupid, but she needs to look in the mirror because she just doesn't understand what's happening. Voters understand it perfectly well. That's why a red wave is incoming in just 4 days.
Uh-oh.
That's why you're winning, because they call you an extremist and then listen to you for 2 minutes.
Well,
agree or disagree, you're certainly not an extremist. That's for sure. Blake Masters, appreciate
those
you
are
coming
both
on
wrong. Yeah, he's losing his ass, too. He's probably not going to win. He's losing his ass, too.
Right, look at what they've done to this country in the last 20 months.
Yeah.
They've opened the borders. They've welcomed 4.5 million illegal aliens, right? Joe Biden and Mark Kelly, their open borders policies. It's killing young people in America, over 100.
The thing about this guy is he's so relatable. Like, there's an undeniable humanity to this guy. I just feel very charmed by him and not wondering if that's an AI, Is that the metaverse? When they say metaverse, is that what they're talking about? Is that what you see in there?
After watching Al McGear's story on the Today Show this morning, you could only conclude, as Elon Musk put it, there's a tiny possibility there might be more to this story than meets the eye.
No, I remember,
You think?
Yeah. Pretty much all Tucker Carlson's shows age horribly, like just within days. He's like, look what Elon Musk has questions too. Yeah, he deleted that. He deleted that tweet now.
So initial reports told us that DePape was, when the police arrived, in his underwear.
Oh, no.
Then local news retracted that claim for reasons no one ever explained. Underwear.
Yeah, Tuck got really, really into this story, this Hammer story. He's like going on days. He's like, I honestly think he was kind of doing this. But even this one, I'd be like, what am I even trying to say with this? There's some guy try to hit this guy with a hammer. Oh, he's gay. Oh, okay. So, all right. Hey, this old guy. Hey, this 80-year-old man. He was kissing a guy, man. So there we go. A nice little tuck check. There we go. A nice little tuck check. He's going like this. Oh. And then he does this.
He's always sniffing, and that's why he's number one.
The number one guy for news.
I think we learned a lot today.
You know, keep your meme on, people. I'll be like, watch something else. Watch Beat Bobby Flay. You know, watch Chopped, you know. And if you have any complaints about this episode, please
wipe your ass with them.
Love you guys. Join the live stream, 3 p.m. It's going to be a good one. This live stream is going to blow your shoes off, and they'll break through the window. You have to go outside and get them. So I hope you love it. See you then. You promised that you would be there. Bye-bye.
Hey, guys.
Guess what? You're not even getting the whole show. If you want every episode and a whole bunch of other
subscribe on Patreon.
Subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. Just click the stupid little link below the video in the comments.
See, right there.
There you go. Click it, and that, yep. When you become a patron for as little as 2 bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday, patron-only episodes. You also get the weekly Book-a-Blega show where we talk about important books. The questions and comments thing where you can ask questions and make comments and all this crap.
And the weekly behind-the-scenes show. All for less than the price of a rancid Charleston chew.
And for only 25 putrid little dollars,
you could become a producer.
That's right, support the show and get your name up here. Look at these people. Look at these people. It make the show possible, okay? God. I mean, without these beautiful people, this show goes straight into the dumpster. A rotten, you know, just wet, disgusting dumpster, you know, behind a restaurant. So there's old milk in there. That's where this show ends up without these people. Is that what you want? Okay, I guess it's okay. No, I guess it's what you want. I'll just leave. Nope. It's done. It's too late. Okay. Here we go. Here's the dump truck. Here's the dump truck come to pick up the show. This is what would happen with no producers. Thank you.